What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. I want to do a quick video, a quick recap of the first game of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. This was a hard-fought, scrappy game. There was many ebbs and flows throughout the game. Uh, 1 minute, it looked like Boston might start pulling away. They start off the game, with a near double-digit lead, and at times a double-digit lead, but then Miami came right back. Then it was a nip and tuck battle for most of the first half into the third quarter. Then it looked like Boston was going to pull away. You know what I'm saying? But then Miami, I'm telling you, man, you've seen a lot of resilient performances in the playoffs so far. Miami was able to come back into this game. All right. The game went to overtime. And down the stretch, Jimmy Butler showed why he proved a lot of people wrong this year, with his move going to Miami. I'll get that in a little bit moment. Jimmy Butler was big down the stretch, and that was a big block by Bam Adebayo on Jason Tatum. Pretty much sealed the deal. A 117-114 victory for the Miami Heat over the Boston Celtics to take a 1-games-to-none lead in this series. This is, I guess you could say it's a birthday present for Jimmy Butler. I think either today or yesterday was his birthday. They mentioned something about it. So I guess this is a great birthday present for him. And Miami Heat only have to win 3 of the next 6 games to make a return trip to the NBA Finals. And that would be a remarkable turnaround for this franchise, being that, what I'm saying, this franchise completely rebuilt from the Heato era, of course, with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, uh, Chris Bosh, and later on, of course, Ray Allen. For this franchise in just 6 years to make a return trip to the Eastern Conference Finals and perhaps, depending on how this series goes, make a return trip to the NBA Finals would be amazing. And about Jimmy Butler, this is what I want to say. There were many people that criticized Jimmy Butler's signing with his team. They said he was being selfish, that he wanted to, I guess, be on a bad team where he could average 25, 30 points a game. But people who said that don't know much about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a competitor, a very hard worker. This is a man that was once homeless and is making the most of his opportunity. Okay, this is a guy, Jimmy Butler, who has maxed out his absolute potential. Okay, this is a guy that started with my Chicago Bulls. He was just known as a hustle guy when he first got there. You know what I'm saying? But I love his energy. I love the fact that, he was able to survive Thibodeau's, you know what I'm saying, you know, slave master like antics as far as minutes. That failed Derrick Rose and kind of blew a little bit of steam off of some other guys on that team. But Jimmy Butler was able to survive that, and he played for different franchises, of course, the Timberwolves and the Sixers. But he was looking for a team where he could, in my opinion, I think he was looking for a team where he could be the leader, and he needed guys on that team that were able to show they was willing to work just as hard as he was. You know what I'm saying? Not just looking for numbers and stats. And here on this team, you don't have a bunch of superstars. It's not one or two guys who score the points and get all the glory. This is a team by, committee. You have Butler, you have Crowder, Dragic, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, emerging star, the veteran Andre Iguodala. He may not be the player that he once was, but just his leadership and presence, you know what I'm saying, and his championship pedigree, lack of a better term, is a big part of that team. Butler had 20 points, Crowder had 22, Bam Adebayo had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. Dragic had 29 points, Duncan Robinson 6. Did not shoot the ball too well. Tyler Hero had 12 points in 40 minutes of play. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown had 17. Jason Tatum had 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. Marcus Smart had 26 points. We did a lot of that damage earlier on in the game. Kemba Walker had 19 points and 6 assists. It wasn't that this was a game that wasn't winnable for Boston. And like I said, they may still go on to win the series. But I'm telling you, man, Miami, I'm going to say something, man. I don't think, now look, I don't think any of these teams can beat, the Lakers or the Clippers. Okay? I don't think so. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen. And I remember anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can, but so I'm gonna say this. Maybe we're so focused on the Western Conference that we're not giving the respect due to the Eastern Conference. Because I can tell you, I remember when the Pistons played the Lakers in 2004. I gave them absolutely no shot whatsoever. I was debating whether they could win a game against the Lakers. If it wasn't for Kobe's heroics, it would have been a sweep. I think it was game two. I think it was that Kobe hit that shot and won it for the Lakers. But all I'm saying is that, Miami and Boston are teams that are not pushovers. You know what I'm saying? That they're really good overall teams. And you know what I'm saying? I think if any team come out of the West and just think they're gonna just be able to just go through the motions with this team, they might be mistaken in that game one. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're gonna be able to beat those teams if both teams played maximum, but this is the type of team, you know what I'm saying, Miami and Boston, that can catch whoever come out of the West slipping, you know what I'm saying, not respecting them, and catch a KO in game one. So that's all I gotta say, man. Tell me what you guys think.